we'll see the 2017 field of the Browns and the 2018 Heisman winner Kyler Murray of the Cardinals. Which former Sooner will come out on top? On EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. First carry for Nick Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
First carry for James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, They're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Murray now on first down. This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or... But you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
8 yards there and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because Once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Murray now on first down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. The CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play fake. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Hunt. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Moore now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Conner, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. Groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The Browns on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down, Conner looking for space. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! It's complete. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Moore now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on first down is Murray, escaping the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray to air it out again. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. First down, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5.
Ready to go, boy. Ready to get us started now.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green. As time expires in the first half. And the Cards are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Sony Michel, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. And that one's gone to halftime. Derek Carr lighting it up. 3 touchdown passes there. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. To Connor on the check down. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From the gun on third down, Murray escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray, sliding out of the pocket. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Edmonds And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight-line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Again, he's got that man Landry. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. A give. This is Chubb. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Mayfield off the play fake. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs. But, boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards there, a first down.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run with Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Murray, that's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Murray a give. This is Connor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Now Murray.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken in at the 3.
Let's go. Do it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quickly into the hands of Becker. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A give running right is Chubb. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They run. Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Oh, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. First down run for Conner, not going to get much, maybe a yard. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the run is Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, it's Connor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.